Spends time. Okay, so anyone who spends time online, it can be, well, a real maze of interactions. Some are great, some are definitely less so.
Yeah, it's a mixed bag.
Totally. And today, we're going deep. We're doing a deep dive into some serious online conflicts using digital discord, online feuds, and harassment as our source.
Right.
Our goal here is really to unpack these, complex dynamics for you, show the patterns, the real-world fallout, so you can understand what's really going on without getting lost in all the noise.
And it's fascinating, isn't it, how fast these online things can blow up. Social media just amplifies everything instantly.
Oh, absolutely.
And that anonymity, well, it can encourage some pretty extreme stuff. You get this feedback loop. Minor spats become huge public fights.
With real consequences.
Exactly. Consequences our source really details. So this dive helps us understand that escalation and why, being discerning online is so crucial.
Okay, let's dig into the first big one, our source highlights. It's this feud between Azure TV, described as a big online creator, and a group called Exoticals United.
Right, I remember reading about this one.
So Azure TV is making these direct accusations against someone named Artanique, who's linked to Exoticals United.
And the main charge is?
The accusation is that Artanique is falsely claiming to be biracial, identity misrepresentation.
Okay. And that kind of claim, as the source points out, often sparks huge debates online, accusations of being fake, of inauthenticity.
It really does. It touches a nerve.
It definitely raises questions about how identity works online, how it gets, policed sometimes in these communities.
Policed is a good word for it.
Yeah, these digital spaces, they can turn into these informal courts almost, where personal claims, especially about identity, are just picked apart, often with zero nuance.
Right.
And as the source shows, it's not just the claim itself. Azure TV also claimed Artanique is, jealous of people who are genuinely mixed race.
Adding another layer.
Exactly. Another really complex personal layer to the whole dispute.
Does digital discord get into why these identity claims, like being biracial, become such flashpoints more than maybe other things?
Well, the book suggests it ties back to ideas of authenticity and the emotional connection people have to their own identity groups.
Makes sense.
So if someone's seen as faking it, it can feel like appropriation or like an insult to those who genuinely belong to that group. And that triggers strong reactions, amplified online.
Okay, so that covers the identity side. But then the source shifts, right, to something much darker.
Yeah, it escalates big time.
From online conflict to actual harassment, real danger. This brings us to Golden Goddess, also known as Bobby Joe.
Bobby Joe, yes.
She's facing some really serious accusations, harassing Azure TV directly. We're talking disseminating personal info, doxing, essentially.
Yeah, serious stuff.
Making threats, even harassing Azure TV's family.
And what's really concerning, as the source lays out, is Bobby Joe's background. It mentions a past criminal record.
Involvement in violence, other offenses.
Right. So when you put that together with the alleged online behavior, which the source describes as overtly racist and homophobic, it paints a disturbing picture.
It really does. And then there's the Goldensphere.
Ah, yes, the hate group.
The source calls it an online hate group she created, specifically targeting people who identify as biracial or light-skinned black.
Which is chilling in itself. The targeting.
Does the source give any clue why she'd create such a specific niche hate group, especially around biracial identity?
It doesn't spell out her personal motive explicitly, no, but the pattern, it suggests a deep-seated hostility, maybe, or maybe an attempt to build power within certain online factions. And it highlights that dark irony, right? A group supposedly about an identity being used to attack others, some who share aspects of it.
And it gets even weirder. Digital Discord points out that Goldensphere wasn't even exclusively for people matching that description.
Exactly. It mentions drawing in others, like that unnamed person from Houston.
The one reportedly dealing with chronic mental illness.
Yes, who wasn't mixed race, but got pulled into this group anyway. It just shows how vulnerable people can get caught up in these things, maybe through manipulation.
It's quite insidious.
And the situation with Golden Goddess Bobby Joe, it's reached a really serious point. The source confirms Azure TV is actually working with the FBI.
Wow, okay. So law enforcement involvement.
Which is huge. It takes it way beyond typical online drama. This is now a serious legal investigation, which underscores just how severe these alleged actions are. It's not the usual outcome.
So wrapping this up, what does this all mean for you listening?